Malema knows Sibiya. How do I not know Sibiya? And since when knowing Sibiya is a crime? They don't say I did any crime with Sibiya. I know Sibiya, he was working here in Johannesburg.
It starts with a whisper, a powerful politician, a feared taxi boss, and late-night visits to a quiet farm in Dinokeng. Why would a national leader leave everything at midnight just to answer a call? And now, shocking claims are coming out. Is this just politics or something much darker?
And I'm that voice. I don't engage in criminal activities. I'm not a criminal. So I will never, that's why I speak freely. None of your politicians can speak the way I speak because they are told they've got Smolanyana skeletons. I don't have that nonsense.
Welcome back to True Crime with Ntsuku's Folktale. Please do not forget to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you'll be notified. Please note that everything said in this video is based on public reports and allegations. Nothing has been proven in court, and everyone mentioned is innocent until proven guilty. So now back to the story. In South Africa, power is everything, but sometimes power moves in the shadows. This is the story of Julius Malema, leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, and his alleged connection to two controversial figures, businessman Ze Nxumalo and feared taxi boss Jonathan Mswazi Msibi. A story involving money, power, and an alleged criminal network called the Big Five Cartel. Earlier this year, everything changed at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. Explosive testimony shook the political world. Names were mentioned, connections were drawn, and right in the middle of it all was Julius Malema. It is alleged that he had links to a powerful and dangerous network, an alleged organized crime group operating in Gauteng, known as the Big Five Cartel.
So I know Ze Nxumalo is a child of Professor Nxumalo, who was the founder of the IFP. He was, if I'm not wrong, the first Secretary General of IFP. Then you say Julius Malema, in giving Z's description, you have to drag my name in. But his father is a retired politician, a noticeable person. Why are you not saying a child of Professor Nxumalo? You bring my name. Or is it because you can't research such a simple information like desktop? For sure you are shocked wherever you are, all of you. Oh, is that so? Yo.
This was not just gossip. These claims were made under oath, and South Africans started asking questions. How deep do these connections go? But what came next made things even more suspicious. Then came another voice, Kunene. He made a shocking claim. He said Malema would often visit Msibi's farm, not during the day, but late at night, sometimes at midnight, sometimes at 2 a.m. Kunene claimed Malema would even leave important meetings just to go there, and not just once, many times. He said Malema was part of Msibi's inner cycle. Now think about that. Why would a political leader move like that? What was happening at that farm? Meetings, deals, or something else?
Now this Msibi you're talking about, that, and you even ask me the question, have you been to the farm? When you've got an answer, Kenny can say whatever nonsense he wants to say. He must repeat that in court. Don't ask me that question as Kenny's question. We'll ventilate his nonsense in court. Because he doesn't have an answer, he says, I'm suing him for calling me a boy. It's not true. I'm suing him for saying I'm at the center of the cartel. But when the brain has moved from the head into a stomach and increased your stomach, then we've got those such problems. You can't think.
And just when the story couldn't get bigger, another name entered in the picture. A police officer, Fannie Nkosi, we all know, came forward with serious allegations. He claimed there was corruption in Tshwane, specifically a 2024 tender. This tender was for private security services for the Metro Police. Big money was involved. Nkosi said he received a list of companies and was told something shocking, that these companies were recommended by Malema. Even more explosive, he claimed people from the EFF and Action SA were involved in manipulating the process. It will be corruption at the highest level. But here's where the story takes a turn, because Malema didn't stay silent. On April 9, 2026, at EFF headquarters, Malema finally spoke. He didn't hide, he didn't dodge, he denied everything. He said he does know Ze Nxumalo, but through Nxumalo's father, who was linked to the Inkatha Freedom Party. He confirmed meeting Msibi, but said it was for one reason only: taxi industry discussions, transport issues, nothing criminal, nothing illegal. He strongly rejected all claims about organized crime, the Big Five cartel, tender corruption. According to him, this is all political noise.
Or and like le pantiti le ba le suela eng le. Then you will understand, or man, when you were excited like a child in a podcast, and you said Malema was at the center of the cartel. So we want you to tell us how does Malema become part of the drug cartel? In supporting his evidence, he says, I took 80,000 to the farm and then a bottle of whiskey to pay a protection fee to the cartel. How do I pay a protection fee to myself? He said, I'm the cartel. I'm at the center of it. I take money to pay myself and then ask myself that, please protect me. No one must attack me. I seek no protection from anyone. No one. And then I'm suing him again for saying I stayed at Mazoti's back room. I never stayed at Mazoti's back room. Even my wife never stayed at Mazoti's back room.
Now people are left with two stories. On one side, witnesses claiming secret visits, inner cycle connections, tender manipulation. On the other side, a political leader saying this is not true. So who do you believe in this? Who do you believe? Do you believe the allegations? Or do you believe the person who is accused? Or is this a targeted political attack or real scandal waiting to explode? Because here's the truth. In South Africa, stories like this don't just disappear, they grow. More witnesses may speak, more evidence may come out, or everything could go quiet, like it never happened. But one question will remain. Why was a powerful leader making midnight visits to a man feared by many? This story is far from over. And if you want the truth behind South Africa's biggest stories, subscribe now, because the next part of this story could change everything. And this is True Crime with Nkosi. See you in the next case.